Like, there's no point playing the game unless you're in it to win it.
And welcome to the very latest edition of our exclusive show, Sit Down with Saints. And we've got a fantastic episode for you and a very special guest coming up. Is our number one, our vice-captain, Jack Welsby. Nice of you to join us. Fantastic to have you here. Well, just give us an insight then into Jack Welsby's mindset. I mean, you're still a relatively young man at a very early stage in your career, but you've already won everything.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I have. I think, obviously, I always speak to Robes in this sort, and Wello really, like, when they first broke through and started playing, they went treble, win, all these great players, Scully, Longy, win everything, and then slowly but surely they started retiring. So then it would have been Scully and whoever else. I've had Robes, Louis, people coming to the back end of the careers, people going home, Sione and people like that. So, yeah, we're pretty similar in that respect, and I'm just pretty aware of not letting my lack of success be as long. I want to bring these young kids through as quick as I had to come through and sort of give them the confidence that I got instilled in me by winning things, but by them playing well. So when Harry's playing well, he's got to have a pat on the back. When he's not doing something right, he's getting told off, do you know what I mean? So I feel pretty important and like I have to do that, because for me, winning major trophies is everything, and the sooner we can get back on that track, the better.
I Huddersfield, it was good to see the fans were back on side, you were back on side. There was a lot of things that were said, of course, after Leeds and Magic Weekend. Looking on, I mean, I was there, I was watching, looking on, it just seemed that you were just defending your coach and defending your teammates, and I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, and I think there's a way to do it. I think, obviously, the timing, we'd had a couple of bad results on the bounce, and that was probably the worst of them at Magic. I think we weren't very good, and obviously a big occasion in a big stadium and stuff like that. I think I could understand why the fans were angry. I just didn't think it was right for sort of, I've not been getting any stick, but I don't want to see some of my mates and obviously my head coach getting abuse, and I thought it was the right time to sort of make a stand and defend him. I think something that can't go on or shouldn't happen really. It's like I can't go into someone's place of work and abuse them, do you know what I mean? It's sort of simple, and I know it's different because we're on a bigger platform, but I felt like it was the right thing to do at the time. Maybe there was a better way about going about it. Made amends, and I didn't want it to carry on. I said at Catalan I could have easily gone over and clapped him, but I thought, well, if I can't take the abuse, I can't take the plaudits. So them 2 weeks were, obviously I wanted to at Catalan, but after Huddersfield, it's line under it and we can move forward together. We need the fans, obviously, so yeah, I'm glad it's out the way now and sort of my point's been made.
Yeah, I mean, the criticism's fine. Everybody's entitled to an opinion, but it's when the abuse gets personal, and that's not fine, you know, in any walk of life, in any sport.
There's a line, isn't there? I think, obviously, I spoke to Wello and there's things that go on, and he's man about it. He says he sees people in St.Helens. I don't live in St.Helens, he does, he sees them all the time, and very often it never happens, but the one time in the stadium where it does get too much, I think you need to act on it, and that's what I did, and he thanked me for it in the end, and obviously said we need to talk about it, and there's obviously better ways to do it, but he understood what I was trying to do, which is good, and so did all the lads. I didn't want to make a massive, great big deal out of everything, but I think in the end it worked out well.
One thing's become very clear, very apparent, is that the team, the squad, are 100% behind the coach. I mean, very much close ranks around Paul after some of the well, no finer point on it, some of the crap that he had to endure.
Yeah, definitely. I think after that Leeds game, we went into that week off and we all pulled our heads in together and said, look, we're the only ones that can get us out of this. And like we sort of said as a group that it wasn't Wello or Brazy or Freddie doing anything wrong. It was sort of our performances that were letting them down. So we had a meeting after the game, after we got back from Magic, and sort of spoke to each other and was pretty direct. And Yeah, after that, we knuckled down, started training really hard.
Let's talk about the players who really already made an impression in the first team, the likes of Delaney and Stevens and Robertson and of course George Whitby, who people are going to say is going to be even better than Jack Welsby.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think we've got an outstanding academy set up, haven't we? The amount of players that have come through there over the years, myself included, like it's been a mad journey, and obviously Derek does a brilliant job. I think all them young kids you just listed off have come through here and deservedly getting a chance. I think you mentioned George and Noah. I think I'm probably a bit further away from there because I'm not a forward, I'm not chucking the ball in or making 60 tackles a game. So I spend more time with your likes of Harry, who's a fullback, centre, winger, half-back type player like myself, and obviously George, who's come into the team recently. And I think I can quite confidently say they're two of the best kids I've ever had the pleasure to work with so far. And I think you can even throw Owen Dagnall definitely into that mix. I think them three kids, if I could underline something at the start of the season, was A, they'd make an impression on the team by playing, and B, they'd kick on and be up for awards, whether it's young player at the club or young player in Super League. I think you could throw all three of them in that category for me. Obviously, Dagger's only one appearance, but when he does get a run of games, he'll show what he can do. Harry, before his injury, was outstanding, and the period George has come in and the maturity he's shown within that period's been outstanding, first class. And I knew it would be with him, but yeah, they're all going to be special players for this club, and I'm excited for the future with them.